Good morning, students. I hope you are fine and taking good care of yourself. Today I am going to explain class ninth, second chapter, part 2, the Sinai of Bismillah Khan. There is no substitution of hard work and dedication. The people who reach the zenith of life were endowed with such qualities. Such person need to be down to be earth in spite of achieving all the success in life. As you know that this chapter is all about Sehnai. What is Sehnai? Sehnai is the improved form of Pungi. Pungi is a musical instrument. It was banned by Emperor Aurangzeb for its unpleasant sound. But a barber decided to improve the tonal quality of the Pungi, and later it was improved and played on, and it produced a soft and melodious sound. The naming of the improved instrument as Sehnai. There is a very interesting fact how Sehnai got its name. The new instrument, Empress Shah, since it was first played in Shah's chamber and played by a Nai, so it was named as Sehnai. Sehnai's popularity. The sound of Sehnai began to consider auspicious. For this reason, it is still played in the temples and it is an important part of North Indian weddings. In the past, Sehnai was the part of Nawab or a group of 9 instruments at royal court. The credit for bringing this instrument onto classical stage goes to Ustad Bismillah Khan. Early life of Bismillah Khan. Bismillah Khan was born on 21 March 1916. At the age of 5, he played gilli danda near a pond in the ancient state of Dumrao in Bihar. He would regularly sing Bhojpuri Chaita at the Bihariji temple. He belonged to a well-known musician family from Bihar. His father, grandfather and other paternal ancestors were also a great Sehnai player. He took to the music at the age of 3 when his mother took him to maternal uncle house in Banaras. He accompanied with him who played Sehnai in the Vishnu temple in Banaras. For many years he practiced at the temple of Balaji and Mangala Maiya and at the banks of the river Ganga. His achievement in life. At the age of 14, he attended Allahabad Music Conference, and in the end of the conference, Ustad Faiz Khan patted his back. With the starting of All India Radio in Lucknow in 1938, he became often heard Sehnai player. On 15 August 1947, he played Sehnai at the Red Fort in front of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. He gave performance in Afghanistan where King Zahir Khan gave him priceless gift. Film director Vijay Bhatt was also fascinated with his music, and one of his film he named as Gunj Uthi Sehnai. Awards and recognition. He performed at the prestigious Lincoln Center Hall in the USA. He also took part in the World's Exposition in Montreal, in the Cannes Art Festival and in the Osaka Trade Fair. An auditorium in Tehran was also named after him. He received Padam Shri, the Padam Bhushan and the Padam Vibhushan. In 2001, he received the Bharat Ratna. His love for Banaras and Dumra. He was very fond of Banaras and Dumra. He refused at a Sehnai school in the USA. He could think only of Hindustan, Banaras and Dumra. A perfect example of rich cultural heritage. He was the perfect example of cultural heritage of India. He was a devout Muslim, yet he played Sehnai at Kashi Vishwanath temple every morning. He passed away on 21 August 2006. at the age of 90 after a prolonged illness. So that's all about the chapter. Now students, go through the chapter once again and try to solve the exercise of this chapter. In the next video, I will explain another chapter of your book. Till then, goodbye.